Within this past year of the panini, I've had a few virtual dating experiences that have helped allow me to experience vulnerability in a way I hadn't been able to with myself and with my partners in past relationships. I realized that I have the capacity to be more patient and tolerant than I had thought previously of myself, entirely because the virtual scene has forced me to learn to be a deeper empath, be a better listener, and help differentiate between what is physical attraction and what is emotional intimacy and availability. In my most recent experience of getting to know people online, I've had to examine the expectations that I bring into the mix and how those expectations that we carry around with us are merely projections of our past experiences and traumas and lessons learned. Whether we're aware of this baggage we carry with us, it ultimately plays a hand in directly affecting our personal happiness. And I've been thinking a lot about the patterns that I would repeat in my dating history, and I realized that I would ultimately set myself up for failure every time by approaching the experience with overly romanticized ideas of what a relationship should look like. Growing up as a gay kid, I was heavily influenced and disillusioned by Disney and the television I watched that sold the fantasy of what an ideal relationship should be. Fireworks, instant attraction, butterflies in the stomach, all of the grandeur, and yet none of the reality and the work and effort that goes into getting to understand someone on an emotional and intellectual level, and understanding what their needs and desires and who they are at the core. I admired people who could serial date in contrast with my dating preferences, where I spent time with one partner before getting to know another. I thought that serial daters had a keen ability to be able to suss out partners that may not be a good fit for them, but perhaps instead, it may be the scenario that people that identify with this dating pattern may have traumas that prevent them from forming deeper attachments. It's always easiest for us to think that the grass is greener on the other side, when in reality, it may be the case that the greener grass we so worshipped was just an untilled patch of dirt. And on this patch of dirt, though, we have the power to grow whatever it is that we want. We can choose to nurture the things that makes us happier, and we can choose exactly what we want to plant. And that's the beauty and the opportunity we have as we move forward. In being honest and open with ourselves, we have the chance to reconcile and intentionally sow the habits and behaviors and understand how we can define healthy expectations for ourselves in our relationships with our friends, with our partners, with our family members. In my most recent dating experience, I was forced to address an expectation that I had developed from prior partners where I was given daily attention and reassurance, and the gentleman I was speaking to just didn't have the capacity to be able to honor that. And they were honest about it, and I had to understand that that doesn't bear any reflection on their attraction to me. And being forced to sit in the discomfort of the lack of immediate attention I knew I was seeking, I learned that I had a larger capacity for empathy and patience I didn't know that I had, and it was a welcomed reality check.